About 0.2% of American agricultural land is owned by Chinese companies. Since its inception, farming has played a major role in American culture. The American West was colonized by homesteaders in the 19th century. Farmland now makes up 900 million acres in America, or 40% of the total land area. Additionally, the globe receives food from our fields. According to the government, American farmers exported $177 billion worth of goods in 2021, including beef, pigs, soybeans, and corn. The Department of Agriculture estimates that 97% of privately owned farmland and woodland in the country is owned by American residents. Additionally, 3% of farmland owned by foreigners lately sparked debate, particularly with regard to China. Why is China acquiring more American farmland? Due to a scarcity of cropland, China has had difficulty providing food for its 1.4 billion people. A drought posed a serious threat to the autumn harvest, four Chinese government departments reportedly warned in August. This has sparked foreign investments in the food industry, including the purchase of the hog producer Smithfield Foods in Virginia and cooperation with the grain logistics company Growmark. About 0.2% of American agricultural land is owned by Chinese enterprises. However, some senators believe Chinese companies should be allowed to acquire any farmland in America. 19 Republican congressmen said in a letter sent to the Agricultural Department in July that China has been charged with intellectual property theft and had tried to acquire data on the DNA of American seeds. Several congressional bills aim to forbid Chinese farmland ownership. According to the National Agriculture Law Center, 14 states have laws that restrict foreign ownership of farmland in some form. However, the matter has recently generated controversy and national attention in Grand Forks, North Dakota. The sale of land to the Chinese-owned firm Fufeng USA was proudly announced by the city in the fall of 2021, although the North Dakota Corn Growers Association claimed to be enthusiastic about the idea. There has been fierce local opposition. About 15 kilometers will separate the maize mill from an Air Force base. Politicians have voiced concerns about appendages on cable stations like Fox News. Politicians urged in July that the deal be looked into by the Federal Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States. The committee is currently investigating the deal. The plant is not a threat to national security, according to the firm and city officials. But for a time being, several construction phases will remain on paper while the federal investigation is ongoing. The area just north of Grand Forks, North Dakota, appears to be an improbable place for international espionages at first appearance because it is primarily arid and wideswept. The more than 300-acre parcel of ideal Dakota farmland, surrounded by roads and small industrial facilities on the outskirts of the city, is currently mostly made up of soil and thick grass, a crop production business, a truck and trailer service, and Patio World, a retailer of landscaping materials for suburban backyards, are the closest neighbors. But when the three North Dakotans who had owned these lands pieces sold them this spring for millions of dollars, the deal alarmed people as far away as Washington, D.C. Grand Forks Air Force Base. This is due to the fact that the site was purchased by a Chinese business, the Fufeng Group, based in Shandong, China, and that Grand Forks Air Force Base, which houses some of the most sensitive military drone technology in the country, is just about 20 minutes away from the property. A North Dakota lawmaker said that the base is also home to a new space networking center, which manages the backbone of all U.S. military communications across the globe. The Chinese maize milling operation should be blocked, say some security experts, because it might give Chinese intelligence access to the facility like never before. It's a unique American battle that pits a community's property and economic rights against national security advisories from senior government figures in the capital. The project has sparked controversy in the small hamlet, with contentious city council meetings, rivalry among local politicians, and neighborhood groups mobilizing to oppose it. The owner of a trucking company that borders Chinese-controlled territory, Craig Spicer, expressed his suspicions about the new company's motives. He feels anxious for his grandchildren. $2.6 million scale. According to Gary Bridgeford, who last year sold his farmland tract to the Chinese corporation for about $2.6 million, his neighbors are upset with him and have put up placards in his front yard against the proposal. He declared he had been threatened. He received every conceivable slur for selling real estate. Bridgeford stated that he thinks the national security worries are exaggerated. He questioned how would they learn anything about the base. It is roughly 12 kilometers away. It's not like it's next door either. People are concerned when they hear the Chinese news, according to Bridgeford. But everyone carries a Chinese-made phone in their pocket. Brandon Bukensky, the mayor of the city, stated that he only wants to conduct business. More than 200 direct jobs and additional opportunities in logistics, tracking, and other support services would be generated by the $700 million plant that is being planned. Although he insists on moving forward with the project, the mayor of a tiny town concedes that there are national security issues that go beyond his compensation. The best they can. They have a population of roughly 60,000. They lack the funds to send an intelligence gathering system there. They depend on their partners while doing their best. One of those collaborators in the U.S. Air Force, which hasn't formally stated in its opinion on the Chinese project in North Dakota. However, a memo about the project was distributed internally to the Air Force in April. In it, an officer claimed that the project posed a threat to American national security and fit a pattern of Chinese subnational espionage campaigns that use commercial economic development projects to approach Department of Defense installations. MASH Jeremy Fox, the officer, said that because the Fufeng project is situated in a small geographic area, passive reception equipment could eavesdrop on critical communications sent and received by drones and spacecraft from and to the facility. He said that the digital uplinks and downlinks that come with unmanned air systems and their interaction with space-based assets are some of the most sensitive assets of Grand Forks. Furthermore, any such data collecting would create a significant national security danger, seriously undermining American strategic advantages. Electronic surveillance. Fox said that the Chinese property would make it difficult for the Air Force to perform electronic monitoring on drone and satellite transmissions, since all that would be needed to passively collect those signals are common antennas calibrated to the appropriate collecting frequencies. Thus, such collection would be unnoticeable. This puts our Department of Defense installations at serious risk and seriously jeopardizes U.S. national security. That isn't the Air Force's official view. According to an Air Force spokeswoman, Fox wrote the memo by himself. Madge Fox provided his personal assessment of potential vulnerabilities to the Grand Forks Air Force Base Office of Special Investigations in an effort to raise awareness of what he deemed concerning with respect to the company in question moving into the Grand Forks area. According to Leah Green, a spokeswoman for the base, the business at the center of the controversy contends that its project will benefit Americans rather than harm them. Chief Operating Officer of Fufeng USA, the Fufeng Group affiliate in the United States, Eric Kutorach, denied worries that the plant would be used to spy on the Air Force base. Guterres remarked that he can't imagine anyone they hire will even do it, when asked if he could state with certainty that it wouldn't be used for appendages. He will not be going to engage in any kind of appendages activities or be affiliated with a company that does, since they are subject to US law. He is an American citizen and his team feels the same way. But Fox is not the only official concerned about farmland in Grand Forks. The US-China Economic and Security Review Commission cited Fox intelligence worries, stating that the location of the land close to the base is particularly convenient for manufacturing air traffic flows in and out of the base, among other security-related concerns. Senate opposition. Despite the potential economic benefits the project would have for his own voters, Senator Kevin Cramer, of North Dakota, opposes it. He claims he has doubts about the motives of the Chinese government. In an interview, he stated, "I think we grossly underappreciate how effective they are at collecting information, collecting data, using it in nefarious ways. Therefore, he'd much rather the Chinese Communist Party not conduct business in my neighborhood." The Senate Intelligence Committee's Democratic chairman and Republican ranking member both expressed opposition to the proposal to CNBC. The People's Republic of China possess a counterintelligence threat, according to the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, Mark Warner, a Democrat from Virginia. The Chinese investments near strategic places, such as American military base, should cause us significant concern. The Florida senator and fellow Republican, Marco Rubio, concurs. He said in a statement to CNBC that he is a co-sponsor of legislation that would grant the Biden administration the authority to prevent Chinese Communist Party and its agents from purchasing land close to American military sites. "We need to confront this," the speaker said. Because of the project's complexity, Grand Forks is not anticipated to start developing the necessary infrastructure until the following spring. Bokensky stated that while he is proceeding in good faith, he is prepared to change course if new information comes available. "It's a difficult balance at the moment. They want to do what's best for the community and the country." So what did you think will happen if China takes over America by buying land? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to Wealth-ology for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video.